Welcome back to Streaming Media East 2022. I've got with me today Gordon Brooks, who's CEO of Zixi. Gordon, first of all, tell us a little bit about Zixi, and then I really want to talk about RCA, because you used a term in there,
right,
and I missed part of the presentation, but I think our audience would be really interested in that.
Sure. So Zixi is a software company. We have a software-defined video platform, which moves live, broadcast quality, low latency, high availability data, or video, live or live linear. We have an orchestration plane that manages that, and we have something called IDP, our Intelligent Data Platform, which is AI, ML, and visualization, which is part of what's driving root cause analysis, automation. So, and we have about 700 media customers around the world, over 100 countries, and about 100,000 instances of Zixi around the world.
Nice. And one of the things you were talking about in there with machine learning is essentially the idea is to use RCA to eliminate sitting around in meetings for 2 hours, everybody pointing fingers at each other for, something that occurred during a big live event. So.
Exactly. I've been on those calls, and most of your viewers have probably been on those calls where it's every day for 15 days and 27 people from 5 companies. And what we're doing is we have so much data that we collect as part of our system for alerting and everything else. And then we started getting into AI and ML, and we were looking at what problems we're going to fix. And the obvious ones are like, let's forecast whether we're going to have video degradation before it happens, right?
Sure.
But ultimately, things happen.
Right.
And so what we've done is automated it, so if something does happen, you can immediately look, and the system will analyze all the data and tell you what happened.
Okay.
And there's probably about 20% of the cases where it can't, because somebody unplugged an encoder or something like that, right? But it'll tell you what the solution is. It'll tell you why it believes that's the issue.
Okay.
And it'll pull all the charts, all the graphs, all the logs required.
Okay.
And then allow you to see the whole channel chain, the sources and the targets and all the software.
So essentially a supply chain
and all the networks.
Right.
And where the issue was, and we call that blast radius. And then be able to look at any of those components and I want this graph and I want to add it to my RCA report, or I want this chart, or I want this log, and be able to lock those in all in the same time frame, collaborate, make notes, and print it out as a PDF or send it around electronically.
So one other interesting thing you said down toward the end, you were talking about working in other industries with the way the process industry works, that you started down a path thinking you were going a particular direction and the data told you otherwise. Can you expand on that a little bit?
Yeah, RCA was not something we originally thought about.
Okay.
And it's hard to take, you've got software components, you've got virtual components. Like a channel's not a real thing. It's made up of, encoders and decoders and networks and Zixi software and all those different pieces.
Right.
How do you pull all that data together and look at this thing that's not a real thing, and analyze it? And once we were able to do that, and then look at the whole chain of what happened, it became very obvious that what if we could actually figure out what the problem was?
Right.
So it was a process of the data, allowing us to see things in different ways that we went, aha, we can do this.
Interesting.
So not where we started.
Okay, nice. Well, good. Thank you for explaining RCA, and really appreciate your time today.
My pleasure. Great seeing you.
And we'll be right back.